Hi, everybody. It's Stacy and Dominique, and this is episode 4 of Climbing Out from Within. And we decided that we're going to do our third part of dating, not just online dating, but dating and relationships. And today we're going to we're going to also talk about how we feel about relationships, the future, some green flags, red flags, like certain things that we noticed about dating since the pandemic and the changes in dating. And we were just actually talking about our dating experiences. And I went on a date last week, and it's someone I've been dating. And the person just annoyed me. And that to the point that I was like, I don't know if he's out there. I don't know if I could do this. I think I might have to be single forever. I mean, I know that I'm a positive person, and I try to be open-minded, but like, I feel like, is it me? Am I like asking too much? Am I looking at too many things? Am I being too critical? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the one thing about like when you're dating, especially since the pandemic. It's like, I mean, the first year of the pandemic, I didn't date. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do other stuff. But yeah, since I've been dating, I'm like, yeah, I'm worried about society. I'm worried about me at this point. I'm like, well, maybe there's something wrong with me, or, and I'm not like oh, there's something wrong with me. It's like, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, people were like, well, what was wrong with him? And I was like, yeah, I just the vibe was off. Like for me, if there's no, like the vibe is off, then it's like, they didn't really do anything, but it just annoyed me. So I'm just like, okay, is the vibe off because are they really annoying me, or is this something else? So I don't know. Maybe they're just not the one. So I should just let them go
or just keep dating.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like it should be fun. I feel like it's becoming a job.
Oh my God, it sure is. And for me, the repetition of
Yes.
starting over with the questions, like, what do
Same.
you like? What do you not? Where you from? All that, where you work, da da da. It's like, if I have to fill out this application one more time.
Oh my God. That's what it is.
I almost don't have the patience for all those questions anymore.
I don't. And
Like,
I'm
I
getting
just met someone the other day, very nice looking, all that good stuff, all of it. But I got instantly irritated because, like, you want to exchange numbers? And I was just like, I mean, like right away, I didn't even want to.
Yeah.
It's like I've gotten like, I feel like the same way you feel. Now I feel like I'm like at a pause or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe I should actually come off the dating site and just leave it alone for a little bit, because I'm not there. I don't want to answer any more questions. I don't have the patience to coddle you. I don't want to be always happy when I talk to you. Now I'm at this place where I'm just not a good person to be dating. So maybe it's me right
Well,
now.
I mean, I think that that's a legit, like a statement, because honestly, I think it's me too. I don't even think there's anything wrong, because they're not doing anything wrong. But I feel like this is a point that everyone gets in online dating, is that you just get like I mean, it's like online dating ennui. It's like the same thing, nothing's happening. It's the same wah, 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 people. It's the same questions. It's like even the dates are the same. To me, they're all starting to look alike. So it's like, didn't I go out with you last week and weren't you wearing? Oh no, that was this other person, for example. I mean, it's like, I feel like everybody gets the dating ennui. It's like, after in the beginning, it's fun. And then, you go to ups and downs, and then you stop for a while, and then you go back to it. And then you get to this plateau. It's like, nothing is wrong with them. That's what it is. It's nothing is wrong with these people. They're not bad. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just not there. There's just, I'm like flatlining on the dating site. It's like,
I swear.
that's it. There's no sign of life anymore. Like I have like no enthusiasm anymore for it. And exactly, it's like another interview. I feel like all the questions are the same. I'm like, can anybody be at least slightly creative? Like anything.
Make me laugh. Like, I don't know.
Nothing. Like that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm flatlining on these dates. Like,
Then I'm looking for like what part of what you just said was all a lie? Like, what portion of all that you said to me, like I'm taking it in, and usually I take you for your word.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, this person says that they're this or they're that. Then I take you for your word. But now I'm like, what part of this am I going to find out later that's not exactly true?
I think that this is like the year of the con artist, because I feel like it's like on, there's so many scammers on Instagram, like on YouTube, I mean, seriously, like the amount of scammers out on Instagram is like insane now. The amount of like before it was like, I feel like we went through a period with like serial killers, like podcasts and all. And now it's like a Netflix and documentaries. And now everything is about scammers. It's like all scam. Bad Vegan. Have you seen that? You have to see it on Netflix. It's another lady who like got swindled, and then she was a swindler, but she got swindled. It's like, this is, I feel like, and it makes me, and it's so funny because astrologically, I feel like it is kind of like the scammer, year of the scammer. You have Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, which is all about delusion and delusional and kind of vague, not really true. And I feel like that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling not a lot of authenticity. I feel like, yeah. And I feel like that's where people are getting suspicious. Now you're getting suspicious. I'm getting bored because I'm a Pisces, and I'm like, none of you guys are I have no rose colored glasses anymore. I'm done. Everything seems the same. You're all like, eh. So I said, I'm flatlining over here in the dating scene. I'm like,
me too. I'm suspicious of everything. Like this one person said, I'm a boxer. And I'm like, I mean, you look like a boxer, you're fine like a boxer, and you're really nice looking, but you might have just gotten out of jail. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, I just don't know what's up anymore. Then I read these things because like I said, I recently discovered narcissism, like the in-depth part of it. And they were saying that 99.9% of the people on the date site, this one video I was watching, said they're all narcissists, that like the dating sites are full of them. I was like, no.
Oh God. Okay. Well, that may be why I'm flatlining.
So I was just like, well, maybe that's what's really going on. And then you got some people that are just desperate that they get a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
And they swear it's real love, and they sugarcoat everything just because they just want a relationship so bad.
True.
So you wonder which, because now I did see also where there were a lot of engagements during COVID. There were a lot of people that fell in love.
True.
And there's supposed to be tons of weddings.
True.
Coming up this year,
this
summer weather. So, but we gotta wait to see like how many of them are going to end in divorce.
True.
Or which
after COVID divorce rate's going to skyrocket. I mean, I get it because, I feel like there's this mentality, I feel like people were like, oh my God, I need to find someone, it's COVID and what am I going to do? So there is a kind of desperation that was hanging in the air, or if it wasn't desperation, it was boredom. And I think, people just, and then there were also people who just came to the realization that, you know what, I don't want to play the field anymore. I just want to find someone. So there's different things. So I feel like a lot of people that I know that are now engaged or living together with someone they met during the pandemic, that yeah, I don't know. I'm not in their relationships, but I'm noticing a lot of stuff that I find the vibes are off. I'm not seeing happily ever after on these, and that's okay because it's all a learning lesson, but still.
See, me either, like people that are in relationships or got in relationships during that time.
Yeah.
They're struggling with stuff, but then they don't want to be alone.
True.
And it's like they're just accepting whatever.
Yeah.
Like one of my friends, she called me, she says, "Oh, Stacey," she said, "I met somebody." And she goes, "But he got somebody." And I'm like,
okay.
well, if he's even contemplating dealing with you,
Yeah.
and he's already in a committed relationship with someone else, then I think he's a jerk. Because why not completely end that situation?
I agree.
Before you come talking to me? Why are you still holding on to this and you're done with it? Because I don't want to talk about that.
No.
I don't want to talk about what you're involved in right now.
No.
So how do you accept that and think that it's going to be all right? I just wonder what is really, are there any real love coming out of anybody right now anymore? Like,
I feel like, I can get that because I feel like also I notice a lot of people moving in together. Also, to me, what I'm understanding is that there's this financial aspect to moving in and sharing cost. So that was a big drive for a lot of people
a lot of people are doing it for that reason.
Take it to another level.
I can't date someone just because we can match financially. I'd rather find a roommate, just a platonic roommate, nothing, we're just paying the bills, splitting the bills, versus me faking or trying to make myself love you just because you're gonna pay all the bills.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I have been approached that way before a few times.
Yeah.
But I'm not that girl. And I know some people don't have any issues with that. They can do it.
True.
Until it's a bust, to save their money, until probably cheat on the person and all that. But see, I feel like karma.
Yeah, I feel like it's not really being, I feel like you're not, where's your, like, that's not for me. If I feel like I'm in a monogamous relationship, like I'm saying, and I'm living with you, I need to love you and be in love with you. But if I'm out here, like, I feel like a scammer. Like, this is what I said. This seems like a scam to me.
You got a lot of people that are doing it.
Unless you both agree that that's what's happening. But if the other person thinks you're in love with them, like, I feel like that, like, where's your integrity? Like, to me, that just doesn't seem like a way. I can't do that. I'm too honest. I would get tired of you after a month. I'd rather set up an OnlyFans if I can't pay my bills. That's just, that's it then.
If I tried it, I would end up telling you know what? I don't like you. Like, you will end up irritated, and I will end up saying, I tried. I actually really did. I tried. But for real, I don't like you. Like, I don't care. I gotta get out of it. I don't want it. Or I'll walk out and I'll leave. You'll be gone. I'll make sure you're gone. And I'll have the people packing me up as soon as you pull out. Like, I know that I would not stay in that.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. I feel like I get that. I feel like it's also like, a lot of people are just codependent, they need someone in their life. Doesn't matter who, as long as it's somebody. It's like, I just need someone to fill that gap of what I'm lacking. And I'm like, you should probably because that's something I found to be really great in the pandemic, was a lot of people doing a lot of self-work, a lot of shadow work. So there are a lot of people becoming very conscious. So I'm like, that was a route you could have gone as well. I just always wonder, like, I guess it's just a comfort zone for people, because I'll be honest, I prefer being in a relationship than you know, if I look at it, I enjoy it. I prefer being in a relationship than going on these damn dates with all these people who I'm like, no, it's not there. I mean, I would prefer to just be with one person and like, let's try to figure out if we can grow this into something.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
gotta at least have an initial attract, like a real strong initial attraction for you, so that I can build with you to
yeah,
whatever our mistakes are. But if I don't have like some kind of drive with
yeah.
you, and I'm just doing it for like financial reasons or because I don't want to be alone, then that's when I'll eventually see that person that I really want to be with while I'm with you.
Now I have to break up with you and leave
Now I have to break
immediately.
up with you or be a cheater. Like, which one am I going to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put yourself in the worst positions
True.
when you do that.
Yeah.
So, like, I just want to know, like, is there really like, what about that show called Love is Blind? Have you ever seen that?
Oh my gosh, yes. Um, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I am such a like, I'm a very vibe person. And I'm, you know what? I think I could actually be on that show because something in the way people speak to me as a clairaudient is so important to me. Because I will say, honestly, a lot of the times when I go on a date with someone, when I see them, the first time they open their mouth and I hear their voice is where I'm like, no. So I think that, you know, I could probably be on that show. I don't think I would get married on it though. I'd probably one of those people is like, yeah, there's not a match, but I probably have a good time because I'm a talker. I probably like, you know, on a like conversational level, probably talk to literally everyone. But yeah, I don't think I would get married. Like I need to like there has to be like an like I don't know, like I have to feel it. Like, yes. And that doesn't happen to me often. Like I don't even have that with like, I mean, even things in my life, like I was doing like with human design, I think about that. And they're like, what lights you up? I'm a generator. I'm supposed to be like, what? I'm like, honestly, very few things get me excited.
I know, I'm like that.
Like, and you know, and it's like, it's not like a hatred towards people. Like there's very few people that I just feel like, yes. And it's just, and when I try to give someone the benefit of the doubt, when I think, you know, they're what I'm looking for on paper, because you know we all have a list. Mine is not actually that long because I'm such a vibe person, but there are certain things we all have a list. Everyone does. Everyone who says they don't, you need to make a list because that's you have no discernment or you just don't care, and that's like what what are you out here doing? But yeah,
Right.
I have my list, and there could be good the complete on, but if it's just not, I see you and you say something to me and I'm like, no, I can't do it. And if I don't, if I still like, okay, I'll give you a second date, I always regret it because I'm like, yeah, it's just not there. And now I've wasted this person's time and mine. I could have been actually on a date with some, I don't know, the one. I mean, I don't even know if I believe in the one, to be honest, at this point. I feel like at this point, you need to find someone you vibe with and you need to make it work. That's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do. And it's like if I feel like there's an attraction, we're on each other's level, we get where we're going, we have similar goals. Let's work it out. Like I don't believe
Let's
in
make
like,
it work. Yeah.
yeah, let's make it work.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
where
do
I
it
am
anymore.
too. If that happens, but at the moment in between time, I'm going to work on me, like continue to do the work on myself,
Yeah,
continue to try to become a better me
yeah,
and figure out what it is that I truly do want,
yeah.
or just progress in life as a whole. And if it happens, bingo. If
True.
it don't, I'm at the point where it's bingo too. Like I got enough friends around me, enough people around me
Yeah,
that I feel I'll be fine if I stay single. I do not want to be with someone and be unhappy.
no,
That I don't want. Like hating to come home from my flights,
yeah.
detouring my flight to somewhere else because I don't even want to see your face.
It
Like
happens
that's bad.
all the time. How many people, I mean,
Yeah.
I know from our old coworkers that some of them just the thought of going home just made them sick.
I knew people like that as well.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person. So I figure, if it happens, it happens. I'm tired of the dating site. I'm not a good person to be picking on these sites. Like I really need to just take my profile down because I don't have a lot of energy to put. I give my number out. I get the text messages. I could care less. Like I don't think about them otherwise.
Yeah, because the vibe isn't there. It's just it's nothing. There's nothing.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I think that's when you got to take a break though. And I think
Ooh.
that, yeah, just honoring that is like a big thing. I feel like for me, because I had to like be clear. I had to I had to have a moment. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. After this guy just annoyed me, he didn't do anything wrong. It was just his existence just annoyed me. Like, the fact that I was talking to him
Sometimes
just
it
annoyed
can be
me.
like that. It
And
can
I
be
feel
like,
like, yeah,
and like the person who I know is not good for me, I got a hello message from
oh no,
a couple days ago,
the test.
and I haven't said anything, and I'm not gonna say anything,
No,
because this is waste. It's a waste. It's not gonna
yeah,
be anything. I already know who you are. I already know what it's about. So I mean, and I think I accidentally, and I don't know why, and when I'm trying to connect with you or like type somebody on Instagram,
yeah.
I think I make mistakes and I hit the call button and I've called his number and I think I've done it like two or three times
Uh-oh.
and I can't. It's like I can't. So I'm putting myself in that position where I'm like,
Yeah,
it looks like I'm trying to make communication.
yes,
And then when I got the hello, I freaked out. I was just like,
yeah.
I shouldn't even, I don't even want to explain it because they're not gonna believe me. It's gonna be like, yeah, you ain't make no mistake. You just trying to reach me.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
be
because there's a karmic tie there. Because I have one of these test people as well, and it's the same thing. It's every time I'm like moving on and
what's
happy and
going
forgot about
on?
them. It's like they know. It's like, wait, I haven't heard from you in 3 weeks. No, I need you to stop talking to me, texting me, contacting me. And even if I block their number, they'll just find another Snapchat or Instagram or something to contact me. It's like, I'm like, the universe has got to be kidding. Like, I was like, I thought I got rid of you, and now you popped up again. Like, what is up with this? Like, stop.
And and I'm doing this thing. I'm asking the universe. I feel like I got the answer from the universe.
Yeah.
And that ain't the answer. It's
No.
like maybe the universe, and I'm trying to figure out, well, what universe? What are you showing me? Like, what are you telling
Yeah.
me? You just wanted me to see what narcissism was like. Well, I realized
Maybe, yes. I don't know what mine is teaching me. And mine is just teaching me, Dominique, are you dumb? I don't know. Like you could be very discerning and intelligent and like know a lot of stuff, but you make poor choices.
I feel like I'm the same. I don't know. I am picky. I will say that. Like it takes a minute, like you said. I don't fall quickly.
No.
I don't fall for you just because you say we gonna do well and you say this.
Yeah.
It's like I have to see certain things in you or with you. And then by the time I start falling, I think everybody get irritated with me because I took too long.
You took too long. I can't put timing on love. I'm sorry.
How?
Like,
That's
how
what
could
I'm
you, like, what's the timing? It happens when it happens. And if it
doesn't
doesn't,
it?
then
And just because you say you're ready, see, I don't even believe that because you don't know me any more than I know you. So how can you say, oh, I just know it? How? You don't know me. You don't know my little things. I'm not perfect. So don't just look at me like, oh, she's so sweet, she's so perfect. I'm not perfect.
yeah.
I'm not a cheater. I don't lie because I don't like that. That's stupid. I say too much, actually. I
Yeah.
think I give too much information, but I don't fall in love as fast or fall in love with the challenge of making you my only. Now,
Oh,
if I'm
I
seeing
got you.
you
Yeah.
Now, if I'm seeing you, I'm not seeing anyone else. If I made the commitment to start seeing you, because I can only focus on one person at a time.
I agree with that.
I don't have enough of me to be trying to spread all these places, but that still doesn't mean that I want to make a commitment to you right now because I'm giving you this energy and this time.
Yeah.
I think we still got time to grow into it. Like, how do you say you love me or you want me in a week or two? I don't know. Maybe people can fall that quickly.
It depends. I mean, it's tough. I think that this is a tough one to say because I am not like, I don't like people very easily. I don't like very many people in general. So like, I mean, as I said, I respect human beings and every person. I have respect for you, for every person on a human level. And I can get along with anybody. I don't really like have like a vibe with a lot of people. So, but my ex that I lived with, like we literally ran into each other at getting a pizza, and then we ran into each other at another bar, and then like basically we're like couldn't stay away from each other for years. So I mean it didn't work out, but I that was my one eye opener that you can kind of like someone very quickly, quicker than you think, but it usually just happens to you. It's not when I actively seek someone, it doesn't happen to me.
It doesn't.
Because I'm like, if I'm out, like, I want to meet someone, as soon as I'm like, you know what, I'm done. So probably like, I'm like done. Like I've had enough of everybody. Like I'm fed up. I'm flatlined. There's no excitement. I am done. So probably in like a month, I'm going to be in love with somebody. I'm just putting
That's
that
what
out
I think. I think it's just gonna just hit me like,
yeah.
Because usually when it hits me, it does. It hits me like, but usually it's mutual. So hopefully, it'll work out like that.
A week is quick though.
Huh?
I feel like a week is quick. To say like, I know you're the one and stuff. I can't, I didn't say that when I like the person I live with, I didn't say it to them. Like the first week, you're the one. It wasn't like that, but we just liked each other and it went very quickly.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
I don't think we should even discuss like, I think we should give it time before we start saying like, this is it. Like, let's be around each other for a little bit longer time, especially if we are in two different states. Like, we're not going to know over a weekend.
True. I agree.
We need to be going out and spending time and being around. And I need to see your stuff. You need to see how I am. I think it should be, that way. That's the only way you can tell, or you get with somebody and then you're looking at them like, I never saw any of that shit, in the week that we were in love. I don't know.
But I feel like my thing is like, also, that's why I have like the thing about like what annoys me the most with the online dating is like when people are wanting to date, but they put so much time between date 1 and 2 or date 2 and 3. It's like, listen, now I've forgotten everything about you, so I don't feel the same way. The enthusiasm is there for a little bit. That needs to build. So when I don't see you for such a long time, I don't remember if I even liked you. I can barely remember, like, because when you're around someone, you like them and you're vibing with them, there's like a buzz, you feel it and you hold on to that for a little while. But if there's too much time, that just starts to like go away, it disintegrates. And then I'm like, oh yeah, you again. I forgot about what was it like? I don't remember. So that's my biggest thing with timing is like, it can't be too much time, but it can't be too little time. Like I can't be like, I like you today, I want to see you tomorrow and the next day. And then like, okay, I need, whoa. Okay, I need, let me sleep on it. I wake up and I still think, yes, let's go on a date soon, like within the next week. But I feel like, and I think it's because everyone's dating multiple people, which it's not like I disagree with that, because you probably, if you're online dating, you should probably date multiple people, especially if it's first, second dates. After that, you kind of have to build it up. Like, I only want to date you. We have to see what's going on. But I feel like I get that, but it's like, people can't be disappointed that you're not enthusiastic about them if you haven't seen them in 2-3 weeks. I'm like, I don't remember anything you. I mean, I don't know. Some people might be pining for after 3 weeks, but I'm like, yo, this is not the 1800s. I'm not sitting here writing letters and pining over you and talking to my girls while we're doing needlepoint about how much I love you and you're my beloved. Like, no, that's not how this works. I have stuff to do. I forgot. I don't remember. I need you to be here. I need to physically see you. If I don't physically see you, to me, you're just, what are you, an entity on a phone? You're not even real. It's Black Mirror. It's like, I don't know how deep we've gone.
Exactly. You can say anything over the phone. I mean, like that's not real. That's just,
It's not.
that's over the phone. Even if you're FaceTiming, that's still over the phone,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's
So,
nice, but it's not the same. I need to like be in your like aura. I need to know if I feel you. Like, do I feel, and when I mean feeling you, I mean like I need to be, do I look at you and I'm like, yes, I'm so excited to be here? Or is it like, why? And
exactly.
I feel like that's
And I
a
don't
big
want it to
thing.
be assumed just because I'm a flight attendant that I'm going to be the one to come to you. It's going to be easier.
Oh, that.
I would like for someone to take the burden off of me
Yeah.
because I am a flight attendant. I do fly all the time.
Yeah.
It would be nice for someone to say, well, Stacy, let me come to you. I'm sure you get tired of traveling.
Yes.
They don't think about that. They think it's just, oh, I just want to flew over here and fly. I hate to get on the aircraft when I'm not working.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going on a real vacation or something, you know, or something. But
I agree.
I don't want to get on the airplane. But the one thing I want to bring up that we have not talked about, if you want to talk about it, the Will, Jada, and the entanglement.
Okay, we can talk about that.
What do you think about it?
I mean, that's like, I feel like so many people have so much to say about that because I feel like open relationships or polyamory is not as widely accepted. And I think that it's also, we get this patriarchal view of polyamory and open relationships. The man has multiple wives or girlfriends, and that's acceptable. But as soon as the wife is like, I'm also polyamorous and I want to have multiple lovers, then it becomes a problem. And I feel like yeah, that's deeply rooted in like in the patriarchy. That's misogyny. It's like, okay, so I can own you as a man can own a woman with a multiple and have them, and then no one says anything about it. But then it comes up that a woman is like, well, yeah, I got a couple other lovers, and whoa, that's a problem. Wait a minute.
That is true. My only take on the whole thing was that if I was seeing someone,
Yeah,
and we were keeping it a secret, it was not out.
yeah,
And the person, because I read that the entanglement,
yeah,
that guy, he told
yeah,
what Jada, unless Jada and Will felt like, okay, we need to do this, I wouldn't have put my stuff on. I wouldn't have confirmed or denied or talked about anything on television. I would have talked about that with my husband alone.
yeah.
But I wouldn't have put my response out to the media. I just would have let him say whatever he wanted to say. But I would have kept my stuff.
I hear you on that. I feel like,
unless they just didn't mind, and because I don't see what the point was in discussing it with all of us. Like that
I didn't get that one either. I knew that they, like, prior to that they were in an open relationship because they had already made that known. Huh?
They denied that.
Oh, well, that was out. Like that.
That's been out.
Yeah. So wasn't anything new. So I just feel like sometimes I'm not sure if it's like a publicity stunt for them to want to bring that out in the public. It's like, listen,
they don't need that for a publicity stunt, because
but what's the point then? That's my whole thing. It's like,
what's making all these movies at first. Now they blackballed him pretty much. I mean, he's
yeah, after the incident.
Yeah, it's like, dude. So I'm thinking, the pressure
Yeah.
of the entanglement and all that was going on, that's what made him jump out there like that. So my thing is, why did you put it in the media? Why did you address what this guy said? I would not have even, I would have let him say what he wanted.
Yeah.
And Jada and I would have just been showing a united front because they high-fived and said bad marriage for life. So hey, if you're gonna high-five and say bad marriage for life, you didn't have to do that with all of us. You
I
could have
agree.
just did this at home. Then you would have had to have the backlash of all these interviews and all these people, because YouTube is just full of everybody's opinion.
True.
And I think Will went berserk, feeling some kind of way because a 29-year-old had his woman, for one thing. And I mean, then she went on to say that something sexually was kind of missing in her marriage with him. I mean,
well, this is what I say. It's like, this is what happens. This is like, this happens, but this happens to women all the time. They're in relationships with they're married, and their husband,
they want them to just suffer.
no, their husband, like, let's say their husband cheats, because, well, they were not open married, but okay, let's say he cheats, you know, and they find out about an entanglement with another woman or affair, whatever. There's always this like, oh, well, he probably wasn't getting it right at home, blah, blah, blah. So there's always people out there defending the man, why he did that. So for Will Smith to be, if that was what it was, his toxic masculinity, he couldn't handle it, that his wife was getting it better somewhere. You know how many women have to deal with that crap? How many women have been literally embarrassed, and that other people are out there, men and women, defending the man who cheated on his wife, saying that, oh, well, it's because she probably wasn't giving it to him right. So, and they have to just be gracious and deal with it. They can't, don't be upset, because then you're emotional, and then it's, you're crazy, that's why he cheated. It's like, you know what? Oh, well, and if Will Smith was really that upset and it built on him that he felt he needs to go up on international TV, live TV, and slap someone to defend his wife's honor, but it's actually toxic masculinity, massive. I'm like, look, that's what that was. I can't say it is, but if that's what that was, then he needs to check himself. That's like, whoa. And all men need to check themselves,
because that was not the place. That was not the place. That was not the time to do that, because that wasn't your private party. That was a place that everybody was there.
It was on national TV.
Yeah, it was on national TV. That wasn't a place and a time. And I just feel like he had a lot of built up emotional anger from the entanglement. And my thing is, then you should not have put it or addressed it. I don't care what that guy said. He could have, half of the world would have thought the guy was lying. Half of the world would have thought it was true. Yeah. Half of the world wouldn't have known or wouldn't have even cared. But when you put it out there and you put it in the public view, then you just addressed it.
So, yeah.
So now, why are you going to be mad? How come you can't stand the heat of what you addressed?
Then you need to, I'm just going to say, you need to do the work. But like, I just want to say, like, you know, like, I feel like the slap I feel like a lot of people ran with it to like an extreme. To me, I just thought toxic masculinity. I don't care. I mean, I get that he's saying, like, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. I respect that. That's up to him. But, you know, he shouldn't have slapped him. Violence, I don't condone violence, but I also think that
scream that at the Grammys. You could have waited. You could have caught Chris Rock somewhere else.
Like, I feel like you could have just stayed in your seat, have some restraint, because that is, you know, that's pent up aggression. Because you know, I mean, it's just not okay. So I feel like, you know, and if he feels some kind of way about the entanglement situation, sir, you have enough money. Go to therapy. You can get the best therapist. You can get therapy anytime you want. You could get the best help and work. So you need to do that. And I think that that's a big thing that I feel like that also is related to relationships and dating, is that a lot of people are dating and they should be in therapy. And honestly, because there's too many people that have too many child, like inner child issues, shadow work they need to be doing, toxic masculinity, there's codependency. There's so many different things that I feel like so many people are trying to put a Band-Aid on a bullet hole with finding a partner in love and defending their partner and all this toxic crap. And it's like, you need to do the work. I'm not saying you can do the work and still date, but you need to be doing the work.
You need to be doing the work. Especially like you just said, if you got childhood issues that's stopping you from really loving someone, or things that happened to you in your childhood that you didn't get, then go work on yourself. Don't put that stuff on other people, because it's not fair.
Nope.
Because like me, things that have happened to me, I've done the work. I still do the work. I still want to be a better person. I still strive daily. I ain't gonna say I don't get out of hand, out of pocket. But
I hear you.
but I'll be the first to say, hell, I'm out of pocket.
Yeah.
You know, I am out of pocket. You're right, I was out of pocket. But I try to reel myself back in and make myself do better, you know, guide myself into doing better, into being a better person. Thank God I'm not who I was when I was 20. And you know what I mean? That was bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but all of that I realized in doing my counseling and therapy and stuff, it stemmed from things that had happened prior to that. So you have to do the work. Like, I don't want an open relationship. No. I don't want to share nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody. You know, and I don't have time to be worried about what you're doing because I'm flying.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I'm flying, you don't have time to be worried about what I'm doing.
True.
And if you're not enough for me, then I need to bounce.
Yeah.
You know, because I want my enough. And I know it's not going to be good all the time, but we just have to work through it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, you know, I just wanted to bring that up because everybody's been talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of, I get it because it brings up so many different issues, about relationships, men, patriarchy, toxic masculinity, even domestic violence, or even like just violence in general, or like, understand. So it's even about working through your issues and, going to therapy and, just using violence as a resort to, whatever frustration you have. And I think that's why it's such it's not the worst thing that's ever happened in the history of society. Because I feel like a lot of people are out there acting like it's the worst thing that's ever happened on national TV, which is absolutely not true. But it brings up a variety of different issues that we as a society need to talk about and deal with. And I totally get it. It's like, I'm not gonna lie. Like you said, if you're having those issues, like that's obviously something's going on with you in your mind that you think that that's the only way to solve whatever is happening. That if that's the way you deal with it, you need to do the work. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If you dated me prior to 2020, I apologize. I was problematic. That's just the way it is. I was problematic. I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm owning up to that. If you dated me prior to 2020, I apologize.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't necessarily violent, maybe verbally. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've harmed other people that I dated in my own way, as they have done to me as well. So I forgive them, and I hope they forgive me, and we can move on. But that's when you need to do the work. So you don't become problematic anymore, that you don't continue to be problematic. But that's just, and I feel like Will Smith, like him apologizing and stuff, that's great. But man, you're a man, go get the work, go do the work, go fix yourself. Any other man that feels like him slapping someone on TV or slapping someone, period, because he's frustrated, it's okay. You go do the work. Please.
That's not okay.
It's just, we're adults. We're adults. We don't need to do that. We need to be able to fix our issues.
We're adults and you have kids, you have young kids. What do you, like, your children mimic the parent, even though they're adult children, but they're young adult children. You can't feel like you've gotten so big in life that you don't reap what you do. You don't pay for.
Yeah.
There's no reaction or rebuttal
Yeah.
to what you put out there. You know, you put it out there, now you suffer. Now they're taking all your shit away from you, everything that you earn as an actor. You know, like you're gonna be blackballed for a long time. Like people are not gonna want to work with you. And some people, all they need is an excuse, you
Yeah.
know, because we all know why. I mean, sometimes all they need is an excuse.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't want to work with you because you're violent.
Yeah.
You
True.
know,
True.
and that's what's going to be, a lot of people are going to say that. And I so hate that so much for him. But at the same time, like you said,
Yeah.
you can get all the counseling you want. You can go talk to, you can have a counselor every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure you were feeling some kind of way before you even went. Will was actually laughing at the joke.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. I just
No, but I mean, because that's what I said. It brings up some valid like discussions, like, you know, what's going on there? Like, when is it ever okay to slap somebody? I mean, I don't think it, I don't.
It ain't gonna never be okay to slap me, because if I get a slap, all hell gonna break. Like
I mean,
World
self-defense.
War.
If I get slapped, I'm definitely slapping back, and it's gonna be way hard. Slap
Yeah,
like
it's not gonna be the same slap you gave me, because I might be picking up something, hitting you with it. I
Yeah.
mean, it just might be
yeah. Well, I feel
Yeah, I
like
might bust a
fighting
window
back
down.
is. I feel like
Like, it may
fighting
not
back is
stop.
self-defense, though.
huh?
Fighting back is self-defense. I'm never gonna start it, but I'm
I'm
gonna
never-
finish it. That's the one
Oh.
thing I have to say. If it's gonna be like, I'm not gonna start it, but I'm gonna finish it.
See, I'll be like,
I don't want to have to go there because I want to be a non-violent person.
exactly.
So that's why I feel like you got to learn to get your emotions under control. And when you feel stuff is escalating, because look, we've all been in heated discussions or conversation or arguments. Like, take the distance. Don't get so involved. So, you know, like, don't let it go
into
too
the
far.
room. Try to do something to make yourself smile. Because see, if you physically hit me, I'm a blackout. I know I am. I'm gonna lose it. The window's gonna be busted out your car, and then you're gonna be looking at me like, damn, did you have to do all
Problematic
that?
Stacey's coming back.
All the work that I did on myself will be over.
I feel like, but that's, you know, what it is it's like, when you do the work and everything, it's like also acceptance that shadow part of you is still there. It's not gone. It will never go away. That everybody has a dark side. I don't care how much love and light you think you are. You have it. It's in there, and don't deny it. But when you recognize it and you own it, you know, because I know I have a dark side. That's what I said. I'm definitely problematic. Prior to 2020, I'm glad 2020 came around because it changed my life. I became way less problematic. But there's still the dark side, the shadow side still in there. And, you know, and some people are violent, some people are manipulative. People have all different sides that come out when situations bring out the worst. So it's so important to just know what yours is so that you can know where to say, hey, okay, I need to take a break because I feel like shadow Stacey or shadow Dominique's popping back up and we're going to be problematic. So we need to take a break. We need to social distance. We need to be like distance because she's coming back. So, you know, bad Stacey, bad Dominique.
I'll be talking to that girl. I'm like, girl.
You have to. You have to. I have to do that too. I do with my inner child. My inner child is needy and whiny and kind of aggressive. And I'm talking to my shadow. She's scorpionic. She's like waiting. She's
so
like,
I get it.
I didn't forget about that from 20 years ago. Now I'm coming for you.
That's funny. Well, I think we are at the end of our little show. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. And then Yeah, we want to
Would
know
love
what.
to hear back from everybody. What did you do during COVID? Did you find someone? Did you divorce during COVID? You know, were you already with somebody and you broke up during COVID? Did you
Did you
find
do
true
the
love?
work?
Huh?
Did you do the work? Did you go to
Did you do
therapy?
work?
Yeah.
Did your inner person come out? Did that bad person come out during COVID?
Yes.
Like we want to hear what you guys did. We've told all of our business. So we want to hear your stuff. We need to
Yes.
hear back from you guys.
Yeah.
Give
So
us a
let us
platform and
know.
something to talk about.
Yeah, let us know in the comments or on Facebook or Instagram. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more and see more, subscribe and share the video with your friends, family, whoever you think might enjoy it.
Please do.
Yeah. So guys, thanks. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.